Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Illinois Fighting Illini taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Illinois' offense takes the field. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football. And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that one.
Trying play action. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Toss sweep right. Just plowing ahead. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Big plays in the passing game deep down the field that take time to develop. The big hog mollies up front got to protect their quarterback. Great job protecting him on that play.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Let's it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Illinois.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get outside. Pirouettes away from the defense. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about.
The ball pops out. I don't know. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to throw on second down. The Nittany Lions pick up the first down.
Now, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have just lined him up over there, but they didn't that time. He started off on the left side. He crossed the defense and made the catch on the right side of the field.
Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to the ground. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The give to the lone running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed in the middle. It's Odom. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. With the catch, it's Romanowski. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in a red zone threat, but it's incomplete. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man in the middle. Illinois right back to the line. On second down, looking again to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the bear in space.
Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Romanowski. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply didn't have it.
Line getting set on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receiver. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to him. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The play action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give up an easy pass.
Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confused.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wide out in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking the play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Coming after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Odom. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got a man. It's Romanowski. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. As the defense comes out, they've got them pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
Defensively, you know they're going to run it. You know they're going to try to create some space offensively and just try to run out of the goal line. So that's a frustrating one that hurts because the run game comes downhill. He gets a big gain, and now out of the own end zone. Now no safety to worry about. You can pass, you can run, the whole playbook at your disposal.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Illinois lining up quickly.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
No huddle here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And that's a live ball behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to the air one more time. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Motion from the offense. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They believe they can run right here. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to pass. Gets it out quickly.
Man, just find ways to find the big things. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Romanowski. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Douglas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
to the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking to pass. And they can't make the play on third down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Slips through the line. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's piled up 76 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Gets it out fast. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
and they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Now on first down after that completion. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He wants to pass it on second down. He looks that one in nicely. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Complete to the right. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense has struggled, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. Give to the running back. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. Bounced off his feet.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
No good. Guys, after the missed field goal, the lead is still 23. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to go up top on first down. They're trying to get to him. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Illini.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight. Continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A strong, methodical, workmanlike